Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is June 27, 2021. Take a look. This is our portfolio and we're going to talk about it. We're going to see whether or not should we keep these stocks in our portfolio, should we get rid of it, and which one we're going to add today. We're going to show you the top stocks that are going to be added to our portfolio so that you can all see that there's actually someone here that's being transparent, showing you how to pick stocks, how to watch the performance of these stocks, and when to cut them, right? When to take the profit, or when should you take the loss and move on to the next play. Being fully transparent right here. So if this is your first time seeing our videos, you guys can actually see it and appreciate it, how simple it is to maintain portfolios and pick out right stocks. Make sure you follow us, hit that like button, share the video, and also subscribe here to the channel. We want you to be part of our team, right? If you're serious about investing, if you're serious about trading, join us. All right, so first things first, we're going to go through these three stocks, and then I'm going to show you the other two that we are now going to add to our portfolio. Okay, so let's start with COPA Holdings, right? So this is COPA right here, and this is our prediction right here in the market for COPA. We're playing the strength here in this space. Weekly perspective, so far it's still so good. Now last week we did see some weakness come through in COPA, right? The market is giving us some weakness here, but what about on a 2 week time frame? Are we still seeing weakness? Yes, we are. What about 3 weeks time frame? Yes, we are. We're still seeing weakness in the market in COPA right here. Monthly time frame, we're still seeing weakness. So pretty much COPA is giving us some weakness. Are you fearful? Are you scared? Are you nervous? Well, we're not right now. Why? Because we got this area of support right here around $72 in COPA. Okay, and we're going to continue to watch this price as we anticipate the weakness to come through. We will have to cut this stock from our portfolio under the premise that we get the weakness to continue below $72. So even if the price comes down here to 72, that doesn't mean you need to cut it right then. If we see weakness at that particular price, then we need to cut it, because we can still see strength coming to the market in COPA right there around 72, and then we'll get that lift off and price will actually go into our profit area. Okay, so right now, yeah, it's weak, but we're going to keep it in our portfolio and watch it to see how low the strength is going to, how low the price is going to go before we see that actual strength come through. Okay, so now let's look at CVO, CV. What's the ticker symbol? CVEO. Okay, CVEO. So this is it right here, and it actually looks pretty good, right? We're still seeing the strength come through into the market for this particular corporation. I'm not even know if I'm pronouncing it right. CVO, but nevertheless, you guys can see that the strength is still playing out. I think I said on that particular video, it's about 3 weeks in that we got this prediction going on into the market in CVO. TP was going to be around $20. I think the first area TP was around 20, but I actually like what is still being reflected in the market in CVO. Okay, this is the monthly time frame. We're still seeing the strength here into the market in CVO. Everything looks great from this perspective. Okay, so we're not going to change that neither. We're going to keep that in our portfolio. So now let's take a look at Scorpio Tankers, STNG. So this is Scorpio Tankers. You guys can see that we finally got a push movement to the upside in price. Okay, right there. We've been in this play for about 4 weeks now, almost a month, and the market finally broke out to higher prices in Scorpio Tankers. You can see from the portfolio that we are actually up about 8.25% right now since we added this stock to the portfolio. So now I'm looking for the market in Scorpio to try to come up here towards $26.75 to 28. So let me see how we look on a monthly time frame. So far so good. We got 3 days and 4 hours left, but I still like it. I still like the fact that this particular stock is exhibiting to us strength. So we're going to continue to play this one too. I like it. I think we got a little bit more movement to the upside to go through in Scorpio Tankers. So let's keep it in our portfolio. Just that simple. This is how you do that quick look. Just come through every once in a while, see how these stocks are looking, make a quick assessment, and then move on to the next one. All in less than 5 minutes, looking at 3 stocks. You got some people out there that will look at one stock for 15 minutes and 30 minutes, and you still are in no better position. So now let me tell you the 2 stocks that we're going to add to the portfolio now, okay? The first one, the ticker symbol is ATTO, okay? ATTO. ATTO is the stock that we are going to add to the portfolio. Now you guys can see the biggest thing is how this stock has maintained the support area around $20, okay? So going forward, our prediction is going to be in play so long as ATTO trades its price above 20. We saw a pretty good movement last week in ATTO, which is why one of the reasons we're going to add it to the portfolio. Now, I'm seeing it trying to hit 28. That's going to be the first area of restriction. That's the first area that we would expect to see the movement to the downside start. Okay. This is on a 2 weeks time frame. This is 3 weeks. So all in all, you're seeing pretty good indication that this particular stock wants to go higher. Now, this is restriction. Okay. So trading next week, keep your eyes open to see if the market in ATTO can actually break above that. Price was around 25. Now let me show you what we look like on the monthly. Okay, this is massive. We got 3 days and 4 hours left in ATTO, and this market strength is definitely strong. We're in an uptrend as well. So let's play it. So let me put this. We set at $20. It might be a little bit lower, but you get the taste, the gist. And the first area of restriction is around $27.63. You can see that's 11.25%. We would come through and TP out the market in ATTO there, but given the spread of last month, I'm going to bring it up here just a tad to like $30.23, 25 cents, give or take. So like it right there. Let me see what we look at in 3 months. The 3 months time frame is massive. That definitely is giving us a lot of strength in ATTO. If you're playing this on a 3 month basis, meaning that you got to at least give this market 3 months to trade, that price can come all the way up here to around 32, 33. If you're willing to keep your money locked up that long. But it still looks pretty good though. Okay, so we're going to bring this back over to the weekly. Let me swing this over to where we closed that on Friday. Hold our support area there. And right there around $30.39, okay? It might be a little bit lower, around 30. So be on the lookout for that. But that's one of them we're going to add. So let's go ahead and add it here. The ticker symbol was ATTO. ATTO. Done. How many shares you want to put on it? We'll do 100. Let's run 100 shares. Okay, there it is. Now let's take a look at what the analysts are talking about. That's one thing I like to do with looking at temp ranks. Let's look at what the analysts are talking about. And you can see that this one is not getting a lot of traction. It's not getting a lot of coverage. There's only 2 analysts, right, who is looking at this stock. And take a look at the ratings from tip ranks on these 2 analysts. You got Diego, who works for Goldman Sachs. He has a sell rating for ATTO, right? Now take a look at the stars he has. He's a 3-star analyst. 12 out of 23 ratings that he did were successful, which translates over to 52%. Take a look at Vincent. Vincent works for Barrington, okay? He has a buy rating, so it's 50-50. They reiterated their sell and buy ratings last month. He has almost a 5-star rating. 162 out of 241 ratings were successful, 67%. Average return, 17.9. So which one would you follow? Which one do you think is right? We're looking for this market in ATTO to go higher. Price target they have is $18.20 to the downside. Market price is at $24.95. So they're looking for this price to go lower, and we're looking for it to go higher. Let's see which one. All right, so now let's take a look at the next one that we're going to add to the portfolio. The ticker symbol is SCX. Okay, this is the ticker symbol right here. Last trade was around $9.90 right before market close on Friday. We're in a uptrend on this market as well too in LS Starrett Company. Okay, let me zoom out. You guys can see that we got a lot of history in this market for LS. A lot of history. This is restriction. Okay, so we're not going to be fooled that where the market price in Starrett closed right there, that is restriction. But majority of the price action in Starrett occurs above that line. Okay, there's only been a couple of bouts to where this price has been to the downside. So we're going to see whether or not the trap is going to be able to actually break this price above $10. Because if it does, if he's successful, we're going to come all the way up here towards $12.75. You know, $12.50. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So let me show you. Let me zoom in here. That is restriction now. But like I said, we're looking for this market price in Starrett to hit like $12.75, $12.50. That's about 30%, 29% right there. Our support area is going to be around 8. Okay. Now we would skim off some profitability here though, right? I would say around 12. We'll come through and skim off some around 12. That would give us about 19-20% movement right there. And bring it up there to $12.75 though. Okay, so I just want to show you that this is where the restriction area is. Okay, right there. In or around this area is where we had to come in and evaluate this price. Because we may get the weakness and then the price will go back down to the downside. All right. So let me run this back. We're playing this on a weekly. Let me see how we look on a monthly time frame. Okay, let me bring this over. Let's take a look how we look on a monthly. This is the monthly time frame in Starrett. Looks pretty good. Not seeing too much weakness. We've seen a healthy amount of volume this month. Small spread. So it's telling me that we got buyers trying to come through and support this price around $9 right there. So let me take this back over to the weekly. And let's add it to the portfolio. SCX. And let's see what the analysts are talking about. All right, first we do another 100 shares here too. Okay. So now let's take a look at what these analysts are talking about in Starrett. Take a look. Nobody's watching this stock at all. Not one analyst has a rating on this particular company. We're one of the first ones to actually analyze it and say that we're going to look for the price to go higher. Let's take a look. Let's keep it there then. Okay, and that's it. 13 minutes of recording this video, and we looked at 5 stocks. These are the current stocks that are within our portfolio that we are going to track to see how they perform. Now it's your turn. Which are the top stocks that you think are a buy right now? Drop us a comment in the comment section and let us know. And let's not make it confusing. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.